Welcome back to Pikes Peak, continuing the Need for Speed tournament, the Daily Own. I am your host, EP, and with me tonight is Ted.
Why are the plumbers here?
Rumor has it they're selling high-octane mushrooms? First up, we have Numbskull driving in the white Agira R. Next up, we have Chandler Gray driving in the black and gold Renault Sport. Then we have Jam X driving in the orange McLaren P1, and lastly, we have Olsen driving in the blue Saline S7.
Are the cars 3D fast?
3D fast? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ted.
2D fast?
2D fast, 3D fast, I don't think either one of ththose are standards for speed. Don't worry, all of the cars tonight are very fast. Currently sitting in our pole position is Chandler Gray driving in that black and gold Renault Sport for Gray Boys Racing coming from the country of Canada. And the Gray Boys are falling behind. Here comes Jam X to take the lead in that orange McLaren P1. Followed closely by Numbskull, who snuck in to take the second place position in the white Agira R. Both of these cars are very fast, hard to say which one is faster.
The Agira R.
Okay, Ted, do you have any proof, or are you just simply a fanboy of the Agira R?
Hypercar, code and SIG, Agira R has a top speed of 273 miles per hour.
So technically, yes, the Agira is faster, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the fastest car at Pikes Peak.
I beg to differ.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. As we wrap up lap 1, coming in first we have Jam X, second place Numbskull, third place Gray Boys, and fourth place Olsen. I think Numbskull and Jam X have really set the bar high for all of these four drivers. Olsen and the Gray Boys are gonna have to hit the gas or even the NOS to try and catch these other two drivers. 15.75 track time for lap 1. And as we move into lap 2, sitting in our pole position in that orange McLaren P1 is Jam X, driving for Cloaked After Dark coming from the state of Florida. And the cars are off, and it looks like Jam X and Numbskull are both pulling ahead of the group, fighting for that first place position, glued at the hip, and Numbskull manages to break away, taking that first place position. Jam X slides out and gets hammered by the other two drivers, and Numbskull is gone, nowhere to be found. It looks like he is slotted for that first place position. Numbskull takes first, second place Jam X, third place Gray Boys, and fourth place Olsen.
I've learned the secrets of the Numbskull.
Oh yeah? What's that?
He spikes his fuel with Mario-powered mushrooms.
If I were Numbskull, I'd proceed with extreme caution. The last driver to use performance-powered mushrooms exploded into flames.
Game over.
Currently, as we move into lap 3, Numbskull and Jam X are tied for 8 points. Third place we have Gray Boys, and fourth place we have Olsen. Olsen only has a total of 2 points. He's going to need to pick it up if he wants to move on in the tournament. Track time of 15.98. And as we move into lap 3, currently sitting in our pole position is Numbskull, driving in the white Agira R for Numbskull Racing, coming all the way from the state of Michigan. And the drivers are off the line, and Numbskull and Jam X pulling out an early lead in front of the group. In fact, a huge lead. These cars are moving so fast. They've blown the doors off of Chandler Gray and Olsen, and Jam X just takes a hit on the guardrail. That is smooth sailing for Numbskull all the way to the finish. That'll give Numbskull another first place position, and second place is Jam X. Are you kidding me? I thought for sure Jam X was out when he skidded out into that guardrail. We're gonna take a closer look at this replay. Here comes Numbskull and then Jam X and the orange McLaren. Coming out of the 270 turn, he gets sideways and slams into the guardrail, loses all of his speed, and here comes Olsen to save the day, but sacrificing his speed, and the Gray Boys capitalizing on that opportunity, making the outside pass. So much action happening in this third lap, and we are grateful to have these auxiliary cameras. We were not able to see this in the live feed. And as we move into the last and final lap, lap 4, Numbskull is leading the pack with 13 points. Jam X in second with 11 points. Third, we have the Gray Boys with 6 points. And last place, we have Olsen with 3. Now Olsen will be sitting in our pole position, but he is out of it. There is no chance for that sailing to get back into it. So it's going to come down to the Gray Boys, Jamex, and I'm pretty sure that Numbskull has sealed his position moving on in the tournament. Olsen is holding the lead, but he gets sideways, and we have gridlock and cars swapping paint. The chaos is out of control here in lap 4, and it looks like the Gray Boys just went down. Jamex just sent them off the track. No sympathy for their competition. It is a dog-eat-dog world in this racing tournament. Look at the gridlock we see here. Cars falling into place, and then paint swapping. Numbskull gets sideways to make the block. So much happening. We are so sad to see the Gray Boys take a dive there. They needed that to tie up with Jamex, but they would have needed a first place position. And this finishing second place will be a photo finish, and it looks like it goes to Jamex. So there you have it. There are winners for tonight. Numbskull with 18 points and Jamex with 14. We want to give a special shout out to Olsen and the Gray Boys, Chandler Gray, for coming to visit us here at Pikes Peak for the Daily On. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, don't go away. Check out our rally racing tournament. It is absolutely fantastic. Some may say that it's even better than the Need for Speed tournament. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next race.